Hi everyone! In this video we're going to graph one period of the function y equals -3 cosecant of 3 over 2x. We start by reminding ourselves that cosecant is the reciprocal of sine function. So sine function will be our guideline or guide function. It will help us to determine the position of the graph of the given cosecant function. But what's important is that the guideline sine function that we're going to graph in the first step is going to have same numbers as in the given cosecant function. See how I have -3 and then 3 over 2x. So it's -3 sine of 3 over 2x. Let's describe the graph of this sine function. Its amplitude is 3. It's going to be reflected because of the negative sign. The frequency is 3 over 2. That means that to find the period, I'll have to take 2 pi and divide by 3 over 2. That's the same as 2 pi over 1 multiplied by 2 over 3. So that's 4 pi over 3. Now I'm going to label the horizontal axis. 4 pi over 3, that's the end of the first cycle of the guideline graph. And the important x value will be pi over 3. That's 1/4 of 4 pi over 3. Next one is 2 pi over 3. I keep adding pi over 3. Then next one is 3 pi over 3, that is same as pi. And then 4 pi over 3. Okay. And the vertical axis. I've labeled it from -3 to 3. Since the guideline function is the sine function, the first key point of the graph will be at the origin. Since we're looking at the reflected sine function, next will be the minimum point. Then back to 0, maximum point, and then 0 again. Okay, so here's the graph. I've used the dashed line because this is just the guideline function. Now, once we obtain the graph of the guideline function, next we need to place the asymptotes. Vertical asymptotes will always be at zeros of the guideline function. That's where the cosecant function is undefined. And finally, we're going to sketch U-shaped branches in between the asymptotes such that they're touching the guideline graph at minimum and maximum points. Like that. Keep in mind that branches of the graph are approaching asymptotes but never touch or cross them. So the graph you see in red is one period of the given function y equals -3 cosecant of 3 over 2x. And the period of this function is exactly the same as the period of the guideline graph, so 4 pi over 3. By the way, this is the reflected cosecant graph, and that negative sign in the front indicates that. But notice that we didn't really have to do any special case for that. Once we construct the guideline graph, everything is being taken care of automatically. And this is how this graph is going to look like if I remove all supporting information.